Bienvenido mi gente y gracias por ver mi canal. Por favor, no olvides suscribirte. Welcome back, guys. Nosotros estamos aquí y nosotros somos reales. We're back and we're real. As you guys know, I don't care how I look on my channel, which is why my hair currently looks like this. It's in Bantu knots that are kind of almost ready but not quite, that I'm doing for an Instagram video over on my Instagram, so feel free to go and follow me on there. Shameless plug, ha ha ha. I will link it in the description below, and as always, it is always at the end of this video. Welcome back, guys. It's 2021. Happy New Year. I'm not gonna lie, I intended to say Happy New Year a lot earlier in the year, not halfway through, but you know, January still had some 2020 vibes. Muy mal. And I was not feeling that. So we're here now, and that's all I can say. I've decided that I'm gonna do a look with the Makeup by Tammi X Revolution collaboration. This is the Tropical Twilight Palette. I was looking everywhere for this when it first launched, and it was sold out. Well, everywhere, it's exclusive to Superdrug, but it was sold out every time I went into Superdrug, no matter what Superdrug I went into. And then at Christmas time, it was just there by itself, shining, saying, buy me, and that's what I did. But can we just take a moment, like, oh my gosh, look at these colors. Now, I have dabbled in a few of them, as you can probably see, but I haven't fully done a look, and I'm thinking we should do a look that's based on this, like this tropical twilight vibe. Yeah, I think that's what we can go for. A nice little sunset eye. It's gonna be cute. I'm gonna start off with the brows. Let's zoom in a little bit, not zoom out, just so you can see a wagwan. Gonna sit back a bit. Yeah, is that all right? Yeah, that's good. So I've got my little mirror, you know, like my sister made. Guys, my princess mirror broke, and I was really upset about it. I don't even know how it broke. I just came into my room and it was in pieces, so I just assumed that I dropped it on the floor or something. Didn't realize, but you know, sad vibes. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Deep Brown. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna speed past this because I have an eyebrow tutorial, an in-depth one, and I will link it above the video and also below. A man is walking past looking at me like, why has this girl got a camera pointed at her face? But I don't care. Do you know what's rude this national lockdown? Because my eyebrows, they need some attention, and there's only so much concealer can do. There's only so much concealer can do. The brows are done. That was very boring for everybody. I dropped my mirror. If you went through all my videos and took a shot every time I dropped something, you definitely would need your stomach pumped by the end of that drinking game. I don't know why I'm so clumsy. I just don't. I don't have great hand-eye coordination, and it's just bad vibes, really. Okay, I went ahead and set my eyes and put some makeup tape on because I want this to be a very sharp, you know, crisp look. I don't know if that's, yeah, let's just zoom out a bit, or maybe we should get closer. I don't know. I hope this is okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with this tropical palette, and I'm gonna start with this lovely bright yellow color called Dusk, because you know, dusk to dawn, sunsets. What sunset is complete without a little bit of yellow? They're just not. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that as my base color, and I'm gonna put that all over the lid. I got this makeup tape from Primark. I think it was like 50p, so if you're looking for some cheap makeup tape, You're welcome. But guys, let's talk about what's the baddest thing that's happening right now. And that is Bridgerton. And if you haven't watched Bridgerton, I don't know what you've been doing, or if you're living under a rock, or if you just don't like yourself, but you need to watch it. First of all, my guy Reggae, I think it's pronounced Reggae. Reggae plays the Duke of Hastings, and let me tell you something. When this man rode into town on his horse, I said, this man is fine. This man is scrum diddly umptious, as my girl Mona would say. Honestly, he's beautiful, and I would watch the show even if it was bad just to look at him. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But yeah, Bridgerton is amazing. It's basically like Jane Austen meets Gossip Girl. Honestly, I'll be surprised if you've not heard of it, even if you haven't watched it. If you've not heard of it, then I'm a little bit concerned. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more on the eye. Yeah, there we go. Even if you can't see my lips moving, you can hear me talking. Your lips are moving. Your lips are moving. I don't know who sings that. I have no idea. If you know who sings that, or did I just make that up? Wow, I'm so talented. Oh yes, we're looking nice and yellowy. Sickening. Yeah, so Bridgerton, I loved it. I just hit my camera. I thought it was fantastic. I'm gonna zoom out because I'm just going off on a tangent. I thought it was fantastic. Now, I do, as always, have problems with it because I just think there's some things that I'm like, that was questionable. The first thing being, oh guys, sorry, if you haven't seen it and you're planning to, there's gonna be so many spoilers, so I just recommend you don't watch this video or skip parts, you know, it's up to you. Okay, so just before I get into my issues with Bridgerton, or what I've found hilarious, because they're not all issues, I just think they're funny, I am going to go now in with the lovely orange colour that is next to dusk, which is called Sunrise. You know, very fitting for this look. First thing that I'm just like, why? Daphne's bangs. Daphne's bangs are actually atrocious. Like, that is a crime. Because you be watching the show and thinking, oh my gosh, this is so amazing, and then you just see her bangs. Now most of the time her hair is tied up, so it's not as bad, because she just has these two little curls as if she just got a perm cascading down her face. However, when her hair is down in her little bed, like nighttime scene, I just think, why did they cut your hair like that? Even if it's a wig, which I think it is, because I would never let somebody do that to me. Why? Like, literally why? It's just disgraceful. Her bangs are so disgusting. I'm gonna insert a picture here and you can see what I mean. Like, it's so funny. I tried to watch the show in peace and I just couldn't because I was distracted by her bangs. They're disgraceful. What else in the show? So Anthony, okay, all their kids are named, like, they have like 6 kids and they're all named in alphabetical order. It's based on the books, which I'm gonna purchase. I went to purchase them the other day, but they were out of stock. So I just assume that everyone's like buying them up. And I saw that you can buy the first 6 on eBay, and there's 9 books I think in total, and I think there's going to be 9 seasons. And back to Anthony and his issues. Do you know what, before we get to Anthony, I am then going to use this nice purpley colour here. It's called True Love. How cute, how fitting. I'm going to go in with the same brush because I can't be bothered to get another brush, you know. We're real over here. And I'm just going to put that on top of the yellow. I mean the orange. So Anthony has some serious issues. Like, I understand that your dad died and now you're like the head of the household, but like, he is beefing like, Daphne is just trying to have a good time at her party and he is beefing everyone for no reason. And then he tries to get her to marry that old ass, creepy ass man. I can't remember his name. What is his name? Oh, I tweeted about this. No, because it's gonna annoy me. I'm gonna have to find out his name. This is a pausing of everything. Do you see how he's so irrelevant? Nigel. Is his name Nigel? Oh yeah, Nigel Burbrick. Right, he is weird. Like, why does he want to marry her so badly? Like, I get that she's the diamond of the season. My girl is popping, but like, you're actually an old man. Like, can you stop it? And Burbrick is, yeah, he's so weird. And then Nigel's like, his mom basically hands him his ass and is like, yeah, well, if your dad was alive, he would have been sorted that out. Daphne would have been married, she would have been popping the babies, and he takes that really personally. And then goes and fasts himself up and promises Daphne's hand to this man. And Daphne's like, I do not want to marry this weird guy. Actually, he is not my type. He's so weird. And then obviously Daphne's mom, aka Tracy Beaker's mom, she told you she was a famous actress, y'all. Sorry, I'm just going in with Twilight in this inner corner just to deepen up this purple because I feel like it requires it. She's like, Anthony, what the hell? And she's like, we're gonna do some gossip. And then my man gets shook because Lady Whistledown's like, ooh, he has a kid. And it's like, scandal. She is just gossip girl before technology. I can't imagine how long it is, you know, having to write that story and get it printed and delivered to people for the gossip. Can't even tweet. That's just rude. I do love when Daphne punches up Nigel though, and Simon's all like, ooh, you know, babes, we got to get you out of here, you know, in case they think something's gone. And she's like, oh my gosh, my virtue. And then, do you know what's also mad? That Jewel, if you're a Hamilton fan, was it just me that was singing the 10 Jewel Commandments in, like, what they were doing? And she comes in that stupid white horse and falls down. And they were like, oh no, Daphne. But do you know what? Daphne, you're dumb, because why did you do that? Like, you did not actually have to fast up yourself and do that. Absolutely unnecessary. Colin is my angel. I love him. I love him. Oh, Colin is a cutie. Speaking of old ass men, this is so back and forth, but speaking of old ass men, sorry, that man that they wanted Marina to marry because she's pregnant is disgraceful. I'm going in with Sundown now, and I'm just gonna, just where that purple is, I'm just gonna add a bit of it, just because I feel like it needs it. Like, there's no reason other than I feel like it needs it. And then I'm just gonna go back in with that same big fluffy brush that I used in the beginning for the yellow, and I'm just gonna blend that out because that is a little harsh and it is taken away from the yellow, and I do want the yellow to show through. This is what we have so far. It's so cute. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Yeah, like, I get it. Your virtue's gone. Like, we're in those times where everyone's like, oh my gosh, you looked at a man and now you're disgusting. But they lock her in her room and then they're like, all right, come out in society. Flipping Lady Featherington is so jealous because my girl Marina's sexy melanin dripping in chocolate, and she's like, oh no, now my daughters that have no manners will not be able to get a man. And it's like, that's really a reflection on you, babes, and not a reflection on my simple farm girl Marina. Like, she did not want this vibe. She just wanted to be eating sweets in church with her man, but then her man went off to war, and now we find out he don't even love her. But wait, that's a lie, because Lady Featherington and that flipping white woman with the white hair were doing forgery up in the office. Forgery! When I saw that episode, I was like, oh, stop it. You are rude. You're just rude. I'm going in with Afterglow because, you know, Afterglow with a flat shadow brush. I don't know why this has turned blue because I've never used it for blue shadow, I don't think. Or if I have, I definitely washed it, but it's just blue on one side. And I recently washed my brushes and this blue stuff won't come out, so I was like, okay, whatever. Guess we're blue now. Guess we're done now. Only one person in the world will understand that, so I don't know why I just said that. So I'm just gonna pat that into the inner, I'm gonna focus it more on the inner corner because I want to use a different one more over the whole lid. Oh, that is pretty. That is pretty. My other thing with Marina is she went into the kitchen and just started putting bare herbs in water and was like, this is an abortion. And I just feel like all the girls are lacking basic sex education. When my girl Eloise, she's an icon. She's like, marry a man for what? And I relate to that. Like, you're right, Eloise, for what? They're all just lacking basic sex education. And Marina comes in and she's like, how does a lady become with child? I thought you needed to be married, but apparently marriage isn't a factor at all. And I just think that's hilarious. And then the mom's just like, I can't tell you. And I don't understand why. Like, how can you be sending these teenagers off to get married and you can't even tell them about sex, but you're telling them to enjoy their wedding night? They don't even know what they're supposed to be enjoying. It just doesn't make sense. And if her mum had have told her, then she wouldn't have had to go walking through the palace grounds to find the Duke's servants and be like, explain sex to me. Like, that is embarrassing. And you know what? I feel like the Duke of Hastings probably would have got away with that whole I can't have kids thing if when he orgasmed, he didn't yeet himself across the room. That was so unnecessary. He literally flung his whole body and expected her to never question that. Like, that cannot be how you think that's going to be discreet. Like, are you all right? You are throwing your whole entire body across the room. And does he just always have a handkerchief handy? Like, I just don't understand. I just feel like he needed to relax. But Daphne definitely raped him. I'm sorry. That was unacceptable. And I feel like Shonda Rhimes is a brilliant writer, and I feel like she probably put that in there. Well, it's probably in the book. I don't know, I haven't read it yet. But like the way it was depicted, you know, to cause those conversations like, is this okay? And the short answer is no, it's not. I'm gonna put some lashes on, and then I will be back for the face, the base, the piece de la I don't speak French. Piece de la resistance, is that correct? Any French people watching this, I'm sorry if I butchered the pronunciation. I apologise. The lashes are on. These are the Lujo lashes, and they come in this cute little diamond case. The lashes just sit here, and it says inside, act like a lady, lash like a boss. I do actually have a discount code for 20% off. It is Lujo X Jadean Aria 20. I will put it in the description box below and probably across the screen now. So you can use that for 20% off, you know. They're really cute. I love these ones because they're super fluffy. So I'm going to use the Morphe Revitaliser Foundation Primer as a base. Let's just zoom out a bit more so you can see what I'm doing. I am going to use some of the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer just in the places where I am having a little bit of a flare up, just for some smoother application. I'm literally putting and a little bit around my lip where there's some hyperpigmentation. I'm literally putting a little bit because I don't really mind about seeing texture or different colours in the face. Like, sometimes I do want like a perfect base, but I don't really mind. Oh, this is in the colour 10.5, by the way, I forgot to say. It's a little bit light, but I very rarely use it, so it's alright. Back to Bridgerton. I think this is, my mum has basically been telling me for ages that I need to just like sit down, do my makeup and talk about TV shows, because apparently it's really hilarious. If you agree with her, give this video a thumbs up. But sorry, I'm just looking for the foundation. I'm going to use the True Match foundation. This is in the colour Sienna, which is 9.D/9W. D standing for deep, W standing for warm, because that's just kind of like the undertones that my skin has. It is very overcast right now in the UK, so the lighting is going to be changing, but I'm trying to get the videos done in natural sunlight. Base, and I'm going to go ahead and use this Makeup Revolution brush to buff it out. But yeah, back to Bridgerton. Do you guys not think that Lady Featherington is literally insane? Like, how can your husband die and the first thing you do is run to the study or whatever that room is to see if there's any money? Like, I get that, like, you're gonna have like no money. But I feel like that shouldn't be your first reaction to the news that your husband is literally dead. Like, my foundation always looks so orange on camera, and I promise that it's not that orange. People are gonna cancel me for blackfishing, and I'm gonna be triggered. Once you have watched Bridgerton, what you need to do is get your ass on TikTok and follow Abigail Barlow. She's so talented, and Emily Bear, the composer. They are making a TikTok musical about Bridgerton. Do you guys remember the Ratatouille TikTok musical that actually became a thing? Like, and it was amazing. This is better. This is 10 times better. I spend every day singing these songs. They're stuck in my head. You can follow me on TikTok as well. It's at Jadean Aria, another shameless plug. It's just fantastic. Like, I am obsessed. Every day I sing it. My mum is actually getting annoyed with me now, but you know, that's just who I am. I can't help who I am. A performer. But it's just, I can't explain. It's just fantastic. It's just actually amazing. So she is just writing songs every day, and the great thing about it is that everyone's getting involved. They're writing their own songs. I'm now going in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Deep Dark just to set that foundation. And this is a Revolution, I said Revolution, it's the Real Techniques powder brush, the 201 brush. This brush is very soft. My auntie got it for me for Christmas. Thank you very much. I love it. Yeah, the TikTok musical, everyone's getting involved, everyone's writing their own songs. I think my favorite songs that other people have written have been any song that's been written for Eloise. Eloise is so precious, and she just needs to be protected at all costs. So yeah, but Abigail is so talented. I love all her songs. I've covered most. I've like done my own, because she releases the instrumentals. I've covered most of them because I just love musicals. You will see in the bio of my TikTok that it's just musicals and makeup. Like, that's literally it. But it's so good. Like, if this is what you call a honeymoon, pacing around our separate rooms, running from our elaborate rooms, we're doomed. Please forgive me your grace, and can't even look me in the face. Fantastic. The mess we made, I was prepared to take my life that day. There's something in my eye. This lash is being so rude because I don't want to have to take the whole lash off just to put a little. Let me just sort this lash out. Netflix even retweeted it, and I know she's looking for someone to play the Duke in her musical for the concept album that she is recording, her and Emily. However, the literal Duke of Hastings can sing. I've seen a video of him singing, so really she should just ask him, and that would just make it more fantastic. And even if he can't be in the album, he should at least, you know, duet one of her videos doing the cover, because that's what I'm missing in my life. I have this new Real Techniques sponge that my brother got me for Christmas, but I should have used this for my base, but I forgot I had it, and it's too big to, well, I can use it here, but I don't want to because it's so clean and fresh. Do you get that? Like, when you see new brushes and stuff, you don't want to use them because they're clean. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go with my normal one. This one is actually from Makeup Revolution, of course, because I'm obsessed with them. Let me be an ambassador, please. Begging, literally begging you. I'm on my knees begging, begging, begging you. But yeah, please go and check out the TikTok musical Bridgerton, because it's fantastic, and I need everyone to be as equally obsessed with it as I am. I was so obsessed with it that I decided, let me participate and write a song for Marina, so you can check that out on my TikTok too. A beautiful party. I'm looking up at the ceiling a lot, the chandelier is so sparkly. And then the Duke's like, what a terrible soiree, with terrible people pretending they're happy in this masquerade. So Emily's American or Canadian or something. I don't know, she's not English, but she tries to like do the accent. And for the most part, she's all right, but sometimes it slips out. For instance, British people don't say masquerade. They just would, well, I don't know. Let me know, British people. I say masquerade. What does everyone else say? Because now I'm like, oh my God, what if everyone says masquerade and I'm the weird one? Obviously going in with my Fenty matchstick in Expresso. I'm really excited for season 2 of Bridgerton. They have announced they've started production. They're going to be starting production in the spring. And that it will focus on Anthony's story. So it does look like they're going to be following the books for the most part. Which, if that's the case, then I'm most excited for season 3, because I know that it's going to be about Penelope and Colin, and I'm here for that. Because in the last episode of season 1, we see Colin, you know, going away to do his little, I'm going to travel the world so I can find myself. That, you know, privileged white people do all the time. So yeah, gonna do that. But I just feel like my girl Pen, like, she deserves some love. I will not be spoiling who Lady Whistledown is in this. You're just gonna have to watch it. But there are many other spoilers, so if you're still here, I'm assuming that you've watched the show, or you just don't want to watch the show and you're more interested in the makeup look. But you know, wow, that needs serious blending. The forehead mainly is actually questionable. It doesn't look that bad in my mirror, but I can see that it is a bit harsh. I'm gonna go in with the beauty blender and just blend that out a bit, because wow. We want to be brown, but we don't want to be that brown. Like, that is borderline blackfishing. Let's just blend it out a bit to control. And then I'm going to go in with that Real Techniques 201 brush again and just, you know, blend, blend, blend. The time has come for you to blend for your life. Okay. I'm now going to be going in with the Laroc Cocktail Collection limited edition for some blush, and I think I'm going to go with that bright ass pink right there called Dolly Mix. I am once again using the Revolution brush. It's got a bit of, I think this is actually some of the Dolly Mix already. I'm going to tap very lightly because this is very bright, and this is a decision that I'm unsure on. I feel like I should have said this in the beginning, but if you're gonna watch Bridgerton, do not watch it with your parents. Oh my days, there's so much sex in this show. For a show about girls that don't know anything about sex, there is a whole heap of it. And episode 6, where they have a little montage of it, it's just a madness, but I think it's hilarious because they're just like having sex in places that you just don't need to have sex in, like on the staircase, outside in the rain. Like, you live in a palace, there's enough rooms. I also think it's weird, she goes to the village to go see, like, you know, the little mates, and the village all hates her. And then she's wondering why, and the woman's telling her it's to do with some pig contest. But what's funny is the woman is saying she can't carry the gift basket because she's pregnant. And she's like, oh, I'll carry it for you and walk with you, when there's literally a carriage behind them. They could have got in the carriage, all 3 of them, in the carriage together, problem solved. But no, that's not what they do. Okay, I'm gonna use the Kiko Smart Fusion Lip Liner in the shade 528. It's just a nice pink shade, and I'm going to match it with the Kiko 3D Hydra Lip Gloss in the shade 11. I haven't actually used this one yet, so I'm excited. Let's line the lips. Do you know I've been watching those videos of everyone lining their, like, overlining their lips, so it looks so natural. And I don't know how you guys are doing that. Because if I did that, it would look horrendous. I'm just gonna bring it into a little bit more. Onto the sides. And then grab my lip gloss. It's very like, it looks brighter in the packet than it is on the actual lips. It's a nice sheer gloss, but it does have some colour to it. So this is the final look. I just took out my Bantu knots. I haven't styled it yet, but I'm kind of feeling them just like in this kind of afro-y kind of vibe. Like, I never had my hair like this before, really. I like it. The curls do drop throughout the day, and I recently had my hair cut, so they were, and I did do them very tight, so when they bounced, they sprung back up. But this is the final look. Let me just zoom in. So yes, thank you very much for watching my video. In conclusion, Bridgerton is a 10 out of 10 show. If you haven't watched it, do watch it. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and comment down below any other shows that you want me to watch and kind of like do these makeup review, do makeup and review kind of vibe, because I am here for it. It's fun, so I'm so down. I'm definitely going to be doing WandaVision, which I've just started watching. I've got lots of theories about that, and also the Winx. I'm very triggered about how they've made it, so I'm going to be watching and judging. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. God bless and bye.